we would do like the same shit every weekend.
Dude, parking lot, drink, fucking wait for a party to come up, and then wait for the cops to tell you to leave, and then you would go to the next parking lot and drink, or the next park.
Dude, my buddy had a fucking Bronco. I won't say who it is. I'll tell you after the show. But he had a Bronco in at the later years of high school, and we would just drive around San Francisco, and we would do the same thing. There was a construction site, and we'd go knock over their porta potty with the Bronco, but going like 30, and it would do this thing where it would bend over like because you hit it and it starts to kind of go with the car, and it would kind of like flex over the bumper. And then once you slow down, it would slide off and pop, and then go like 30 miles an hour the other direction.
God, we need to do that now and get it on YouTube.
This shit was hilarious. And then we'd go to the same apartment or the same like house. The guy that lived there was a dick. Like he yelled at me once, for like years earlier.
Fuck that guy, man.
Yeah, for real. Didn't really need to do this, but like we drive by his house like once a week and run over his planters. With the Bronco.
Yeah. Oh, that just reminded me of a story I need to tell. Like, finish your tale.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But, yeah.
This was, oh man, this is definitely. It could have gone so much worse. I'm thankful it didn't. But this is one of the dumbest things I've ever done with one of my very best friends.
Is this high school?
No. This was fucking right when I moved to San Diego. So probably 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, we used to go to this fucking bar in Encinitas. Still a great bar. The Office and the Shanty. We would kind of fucking bounce back and forth between those two and just fucking get pissed and drink whiskey all night. Anyway, so we'd always walk back to my house because I didn't live very far from there. Anyway, we're walking back, fucking shooting the shit. Like, he's jumping into bushes and I'm taking photos of it on my fucking camera because I always have my camera with me. And we come across this house and they have one of those huge fucking, like, just decorative not cement but stone balls. They just put them in gardens, right?
Yeah.
And it was the dumbest thing ever, but we literally both like had the same aha moment and we looked at each other like, you want to do it? Yeah, let's fucking do it. So he gets in the fucking garden and he's like on his legs, on his back, like trying to move this thing. I'm like, yeah, push it this way and then I'll push it down the street. He gets it out and then I fucking pushed it down the street, and at that moment was when we both realized like, maybe we shouldn't have done this.
This is kind of bad, yeah.
And we were on a hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fortunately, the fucking thing stopped like 15, 20 feet away, but if it had gone down and someone would have hit it, dude, we fucking killed someone.
Dude, I chucked a fucking bowling ball. I used to live on Haight Street in terms like super busy street. This is
like Dazed and Confused.
The street I grew up on, yeah.
And
we found a fucking bowling ball, and we were just bad fucking kids, like high school. And I was like, I'm throwing that shit down the. I mean, he could have killed somebody easy. Yeah. And I was like, I'm throwing that shit down the middle of the fucking street. Went up to the top, like right by my house, and just chucked it down the street and just watched it fucking barrel into a car.
But without even a second thought, there's no hesitation.
Don't
like
give a
bowling
fuck.
ball, hill, done.
Yep.
Strike.
It was like a wooden cylinder when I was in middle school. Actually, they had wraps around like with some cables or whatever, and we were on the hill too. And we pushed it off, and that shit went in the street, and actually fucking a car was going by, and it fucking hit it.
Oh damn!
But it was like so far down the hill, like.
Wait, was it like one of those big wooden cable tie things?
Yeah,
those are huge, dude. Yeah.
Dude, it just bam hit this car. Just car stopped.
Did you guys just run?
Take the fuck off. I was a track star.
Oh yeah, just laughing. He's got a broken femur.
Yeah.
Just laughing.
His butt flaps falling off. He's army crawling back. We gotta go, guys. We gotta go.
Wait for me.
Can someone pick me up?
Hey guys, grab my legs.
like it's fucking D-Day. Storming the beaches in Normandy. When I was in high school, I was probably like 16, 17 years old at the time. We were drunk and we were crashing at my buddy's place, and we got a call from some girls that wanted us to come over. So I'm like, fuck, I'm not that drunk. I'll drive, like whatever, it's high school. And the car that I had is a stick. Now we went in the front, it was parked out in front of my friend's house, and he didn't want to wake up his parents. So he's like, we just got to push it down the street. And he's on the phone talking to these girls, and me and my other friend are there where we'll just push it. We'll put it in neutral and push it down the street.
Once you got pussy on the brain, fucking everything else falls out. It doesn't matter.
You do whatever it takes.
Yeah. Alcohol and drunk as fuck.
Drunk, stick shift, rolling the car down a hill, doesn't matter. Irrelevant.
And so we start pushing it, not realizing that I should have been in the car and had my foot on the fucking brake.
Details, dude.
Yeah. I think in my head, I was like, okay, once it starts going, I'll hop in.
Yeah, just hop in.
Yeah.
No problem.
No big deal.
And this is in a gated community. And so there was no real, no curbs. It was like the ones where you could roll up on. So it just like slightly elevated and it would curve up.
Yeah.
And my buddy turns around and this is him recounting the whole thing. And he's like, all I see is you guys chasing after the car. And it fucking rolls up on the neighbor's lawn and like into their garden. And just kind of like pops up, and luckily I stopped probably a good like 10 feet away from the front of the house. Like,
Yeah, that could have ended.
could have
way
barreled
worse,
into the
dude.
fucking front of the house.
Way worse.
And so we fucking take that shit out, roll it out back, and end up driving over to
Like
the girl's
nothing
place.
ever happened.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But the next day they were probably like, why the fuck are there tire
Why are there
tracks?
tire tracks in my roses?
That's so funny.
Dude, but what is it about, like, we've all said it, but what is it about being kids and just destroying shit? Like, when you were telling those stories, I'm like, dude, there was one night I was at like my little brother's fucking basketball game at some junior high, and my buddy and we went out and like ripped the fucking flagpole down. And they took a shit in the hallway. Like, and why did I do that?
Because you have no sense of property or ownership.
None.
Yeah.
It's back in the day, if somebody dropped their wallet, I would have taken all the fucking cash
yeah.
out, and we would gone to fucking eat breakfast and get champagne at some restaurant and get wasted on their fucking credit card. Like, we would have absolutely done that shit on a regular basis.